Hello everybody and welcome to today's video from Nick Taylor Plumbing Limited. Today we're going to teach you all about the Passover bend, which in short is how to bend your copper pipe up and over an obstacle. Ooh. So this is one of our more complicated bends in the plumbing world. So you need to familiarise yourself with your pipe benders and the more simpler bends, which are a 90-degree bend and a 45-degree set. Check out our other videos, or at the end of this video on our channel you'll find them there. As ever, there's two ways to do this bend. The college way, which is 100% accurate and it's always a good place to build from, and there's also my way, which is how I've taken my college learning into the experienced world. Like and subscribe! Today we're going to show you both ways, but to start with, let's start with the college way. This basically replicates this. So we need to find out where we're going to put our first bend in this piece of copper. So the way we do that, we get our obstruction, which is here, 45mm. We find the centre of it, and then we have to divide that, so we divide the width of the obstacle by 4. So 45mm divided by 4 equals 11.25. So therefore we've gone from the centre and we've gone across 11.25mm to that line there. So quite simply, hold my copper up and mark him. Next, we need to find what angle to bend our first bend. So in order to do that, you get the width of the obstacle, which is 45mm again. Now you times it by 3, which gives you 135 degrees. Now I've got an angle finder here, or you can use a protractor or whichever angle finding device that you have. So now we have our where we're going to bend it and the angle of our first bend. Okay, so I've put my piece of copper in the benders. I've put the pencil mark or the pen mark just halfway on the pipe where it just goes into the guide. So the former just there. Guide goes in. Just check you're happy with it, and now I need to bend this at 135 degrees. So let's go. Start him off. Not sure exactly if that's where it is, be somewhere near there. Get my angle finder and just hold it up. You can see I'm quite a way out there, so I need to bend him a little bit more. So now we've got our first bend. There's our pencil mark, and we've got angle finder. Just hold him up. He's pretty much there. Now I've got him where I want him. I offer him up. Once you've got him, mark him on that line, like so. So I'm just going to double check him. I'm actually going to get my obstruction with pipe clips there and hold him up. So I'm pretty happy with that. So now I'm going to do my next two bends. So I've got a bend here, which goes that way, and a bend there, which goes that way. So two bends, take note of that. So we have our original angle, which was 135 degrees. For one angle, which was this first one. Now we've got to divide that by 2, because 2 bends, and that equation is 135 degrees divided by 2 equals 76.5. So then we get our angle finder. Gotta get that at 67.5 degrees, or there or thereabouts, and that is going to be our new bend. Now I'm pretty much ready to go. I've got my piece of copper in there. You can see the mark. I've lined the mark up halfway in the pipe where the former rolls round. So if you can see where that is, about halfway on the pipe, touching the pencil mark just there. So I'm now going to bend the first one at 67.5 degrees, like so. Which I'd say is about there. Just make sure that this piece of copper is bent upright, otherwise it'll bend that way when you put that bend in and it won't line up. Next, flip it round, ready for our second bend, line them up, get your pencil mark so it's just touching halfway on the copper, is touching the former here, and then we're ready to do our bend. Now this one you've got to pay a bit more attention on this bend. We need to try and keep it at the same angle as that. Using our angle finder as well helps. Another way of doing it is having a straight edge ready. So I'm basically going to pull this like so, whilst trying to keep an eye that it's straight. And I can do that by holding that up, and it looks like I need to just increase that a little bit more, but I'm pretty much there. So there we have our bend, or our moustache. I'm going to hold that up. Looking pretty good. Now the moment of truth, will it fit? Let's have a look. Oh yeah! And there you go. That is how you pull a Passover bend taught the college way. Now moving on to my way. Personally, I think that's quite far-fetched. You're not going to, as I've said in different videos, you're not going to have your angle finder, protractor and all that to hand. If you do have one, good for you, but otherwise your van just gets full of stuff. So next thing, and the best way I've taken my college learning into the experienced world, is like this. So I'm literally going to get a piece of copper, get my obstruction or setup here, line it up about halfway, get my pen, and I'm not going to go back a quarter of the pipe. I'm going to pretty much like mark it in the middle. What I've learned as well, the bigger the obstruction, the higher, more of an angle you need to have. So, and the smaller the obstruction, like a 15mm bit of copper, say, you need a slightly less angle. So you do need that bit of experience on your side, but practice makes perfect. For this one, it's 45mm, so I'm just going to bang a 90 bend in it. Or near enough, just like that. Next, I'm just going to literally bang it up to the piece I'm trying to overcome, the obstacle, like so, across this side. And again, where the line of the wood is this time, put a line there and about there. So there's my first bend, 90-degree bend. I've got to divide that now by two other bends. So 90 divided by 2 is 45 degrees. So I'm going to put a 45-degree bend here and a 45-degree bend here, like so. I've put my mark, touching the former with a piece of copper there. Whoops. I'm going to line that up straight, so I get a nice straight bend, line it up, and then pull a 45-degree bend. So I flipped it round, got it lined up, again, pencil mark, just there, just as it halfway where it touches on the copper, where it touches the former. Make sure the copper's straight, so he's lined up that way, and pull a 45-degree bend. Looks about straight. So when I mean that, I mean you could put a straight edge across there, take him off. So there's my bend, looking pretty good. Now it's the moment of truth. Hold it up. It's looking pretty good. Now the real moment of the truth, will it go on? That is looking pretty good. Now you could argue which way is better. They both work, they're both very good. The college way is probably, well, it is that little bit more accurate. So, like I said earlier in the video, always good to learn the college way, because from that you can build upon that. And that's my way, and how speed is important, but we also take pride in our work, and you will learn how to become a plumbing god. Thanks for watching this short video, hope you found it helpful, and don't forget to like and subscribe!